Hey guys, welcome back to FedEx Gaming's Redstone tutorials. In this tutorial, I'm showing you guys how to build my zombie wave system. This is for, you know, map builders and things like that, adventure maps. Maybe people want to make COD zombie maps and things like that. So I have built something like this in the past. It was called my multiple pulse generator. However, whenever I sent people there, they either never looked at it or I'd have to keep telling people. So I just decided to pretty much redo it. I made it a little bit easier to build, and I also made it have more wave systems and just certain ways you can make it work. So as you can see right here, I have 3 of them stacked on top of each other. It's the same thing over and over again, just stacked on top of each other. And I have player 1, 2, 3. You can add a 4th one, a 5th one, a 6th one, a 7th, 8th one, or you can just make it easy, medium, hard like that. Now, if I click next round, it will not do anything until I choose how many players I want to play. So let's say if I chose 1 player right here, what it's going to do is this piston's going to push over this sand block, thus activating this monostable circuit so it could start up the wave system. However, the rest of them got pushed to the side and fell off because we don't want it to have more than 1 player. And I'll show you how everything works. So we're just going to delete these sand blocks right here, and we're going to redo every single one of our wave systems just to show you that it's all working. Now, you don't need to do this. Now, I know people, when they're building their own maps, are probably going to have their own system set up. I'm just showing you that you can do this. This is pretty much tutorials based off of the pulse generator, the multiple pulse generator. However, if I'm going to show this at the end in case you guys want to do this as well. So now if we click 2 players right here off this button, I see 2 sand blocks went over to make a monostable circuit, but the 3rd player one did not. I just did this so, you know, in case someone, like, while you're playing, like, let's say you do make a zombie map or something like that, and a player decides, hey, I want to screw everyone over, and activates 3 players when there's only supposed to be like 2, and, you know, you get mad or something like that. And then last but not least, there's the 3 player button. When we click this button right here, it pushes all the sand blocks to the side, thus activating every single player. Now let's go ahead and look at the wave spawning system. So what our wave spawning system right here is going to do is on the first round, it's only going to let out 1 zombie from each one of these dispensers. And then the second round, it's going to let out 2 zombies. Third round, it's going to let out 3 zombies, so on and so forth. Now, if you wanted to set it up that way where there's only 1 zombie popping out of every dispenser, you could easily put the dispenser right off this block right here, thus keeping everything flush to the wall. Now, the reason why I did this right here with the dispenser and the redstone is now you can add a second dispenser here. So now instead of 1 zombie popping out of here, you'll have 2 zombies, and you can put 1 here, and instead of 2 zombies, you can have 3 zombies, so on and so forth. This is if you want more zombies popping up in your world. Now, just keep it in mind, you can only have up to 70 enemies, I believe, on the Xbox. I believe it's 70 in your world. So right here, if I played with 3 players at the last round, at the 10th round, there would be a total of 30 zombies. If I did 20 rounds, then we'd have a total of 60 zombies in the world. So just keep that in mind. You're only allowed up to 70 zombies. So don't go crazy with building this if you are going to do it, because you can only have up to 70 zombies. So I'm going to choose 2 players. So I'm just going to go to 2 players instead of 3. So I should have a zombie pop out of those 2 dispensers right over there for the first round. So we click this button right here. As you see, 2 zombies popped out on the first round. And then let's go ahead and click the button again. So when I click the button again, we're going to have 4 zombies pop out. So we click this button, and there we have 4 zombies popped out on round 2. So the next round should have 6 zombies. There they are. Next round should have 8 zombies. Doop. And we're just going to keep going. So 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, and 20 zombies. And reset. I think we hit the cap. That's why none of the zombies spawned. There's a lot of zombies out there, but you guys get the gist of how this thing is working. And oh yeah, I forgot there's baby zombies in this game. Oh, that's gonna be, oh, look at the leather one right there. So let's just start building this thing, guys. It's a very, very easy build, very easy way to set up a zombie wave spawner for any of your adventure maps or whatever you're making. You know, maybe it's a mini game or something. All right, guys, so like I said, just keep it in mind that you can only have up to 70 zombies in your world, or, you know, 70 enemies, so on and so forth. So let's just start building this thing right here. It's actually quite a simple build. Like I said, it's the same thing stacked on top of each other 3 times. So what we're going to do first is we're going to do the amount of rounds you want to have. So I'm going to just do 10 rounds very easily. So just take out sticky pistons and put down 10 sticky pistons. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, like that. Now you can use a regular piston and sand if you want to, but I just like having the lights there. I don't know why, but I like putting redstone lamps on top of my sticky pistons. But if you don't want to do that, then you could just use a regular piston and some sand. So I'm gonna put some lamps right above here. So take out your redstone lamps and put some redstone lamps on top of here if you're doing this way. If you're not, then you could just, you know, use sand and a regular piston. Next, what I want you to do is come to the right hand side. We're going to come out 2 blocks like this, and we're going to put a torch right here with a repeater going towards our lamp block like that. Then we're going to put blocks right in between every single lamp block like so. And then we're going to come out 2 on this side as well, 1, 2. Then in between every single lamp block coming from this side, we're going to put a repeater going that way. So like that, all on 1 tick. You don't have to tick it at all. And then we're going to put a piece of redstone dust in front of it here. Then we're going to come down a block with some redstone dust here, and then we're going to come down 1 more block like this, and we're going to go all the way that way with our dust. So, you know, I'm just going to go like this real quick. So what we're going to do is just bring our redstone dust going all the way down here. Now, like I said, only 70 zombies, so the most rounds you should have is up to 70 if you're going to do 1 player. So we're just going to bring our redstone dust all the way down here, and obviously it's not going to reach all the way over here, but right off this dust right here, we're going to put a repeater, put a block in front of it, and then a piece of redstone dust here. Now what this will do is reset everything. Once it's done, it will reset it. So maybe if people make it all the way to the last round, you can have it reset, and then they get started off from square one and do it again however you want to do it. I don't know what you're doing for your mini game, but that's just pretty much a reset. Now if you don't want to reset, then you don't have to do this. Now pretty much like I said, if you have more than 15 redstone dust, you're gonna have to add another repeater in somewhere. So come back over here and count up to 15. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Every 15th one, add a repeater like that just so the current can make it over here. So, you know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Obviously, it is small enough so you don't have to add another repeater. So that's our round system right there and our reset for it. Next, what we're going to do is add the activation for our rounds. So what we're going to do is come over to this side, and then right off the back of these sticky pistons, we're going to take a line of blocks and go all the way down here to the right-hand side of it. And then right here at the end, we're going to add 1 more block away from this sticky piston right here like that. Then right next to this repeater off this block, we're going to put a repeater going this way like that on 2 ticks delay. And then we're going to skip a block and put a repeater going that way on 1 tick delay all the way down. So right here, we're going to go 1 tick all the way down next to every single repeater. See how it's right next to the other repeaters like that, going towards our redstone torch. And then we're going to put redstone dust in front of all of them like that. There we go. Now what we have to do is just add a monostable circuit right behind it. So we're just going to put a piston right here facing upwards with a sand block on top of it. Is that my sand blocks? Yep. Put a sand block right on top of it. And then we're going to put an input block here just so we know, you know, this is where we're going to be clicking to start our round. So we're going to put a block right here, and then we could go ahead and test it out if we really want to. So put a piece of redstone dust here, take out a button, and put a button right off this block. So when I click this button, the first piston should go up. So boop. The first piston goes up and stays up, and then I can do it all the way down. So there's round 1, there's round 2, there's round 3, there's round 4. Now I'm just going to speed up the video here. There we go. We're all the way at round 9. So once I hit this next round right here, everything will reset. So here's round 10. Boop. And now everything resets. So all our rounds are working fine. Now we just have to add in the spawning system for the zombies. So to add in our rounds with our zombies is very simple. All we have to do is come off every one of these lamps right here with another torch monostable circuit into a dispenser. So coming off the torch, we're going to come all the way down here to the right hand side one right here, and we're going to put a block right next to this lamp, and we're going to put redstone dust down on top of it. Then we're going to come 2 blocks out from there, 1, 2, and then put a repeater coming out of this dust right here on 3 ticks delay like that. Put a piece of redstone dust in front of it, put a block above this 3 tick delay repeater, so you can go into sneak mode and just go look right here at this redstone dust and put a block like that. Next, we're going to put a torch right here off this block. The dust should come on. Put a block right in front of this redstone dust with a torch going to the side. The torch should go off. Put a block above it like that, and this is where our dispensers are going to be going. Now, like I said in the beginning with our dispensers and how you want to set them up. Now, if you want to set them up like this to have another dispenser, you know, next to it here, or have one next to it here, so you can spawn in 3 zombies on the first round instead of just 1 zombie, you can do that. However, if you just want to have it set up to spawn 1 zombie every single time, all you have to do is just put a dispenser right there like that off that block. So if you want to have only 1 zombie each round, and then, you know, it multiplies each round, it goes up, then you just have to do that. Now, if you want to have more zombies, all you have to do is, like I said, just put a block, put your dispenser down here next to this torch with some redstone dust on top of it, and then you could go ahead and add more dispensers here, 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 and like that. You know, you could add as many dispensers. You can even add one up here as well. Where is it? Like that. There we go. So you can have 3 right here. You can have a lot more there if you want to. But however, I'm just going to set up this one to have only 1 spawn every round like that. Now all we have to do is the same exact thing I did right here on every single one of these. So we're just going to set up our monostable circuits really fast. I might skip through the video really fast here because I showed you. It's just this, guys. We'll do it one more time together, and then I might just speed through it. So put some redstone dust right here next to your lamp. Put a repeater coming out of that on 3 ticks delay with some redstone dust in front of it. A block in front of the redstone dust. A block on top of this 3-tick delay repeater right here with a torch right there. And then a torch to the side that will go off like that. So now I'm just going to speed through the video for this part, guys. And there we have it. I added every single monostable circuit in. So once you got all your monostable circuits in like that, what we're going to do is put a block right above every single off torch like I did in the beginning. We're going to put a block right above every single one of them like this. There we go. Almost done. Come on. I should have sped through this part too. There we go. So then what we're going to do is come all the way over here to the left-hand side where our input button is. And then going towards that way, towards our dispenser over there, we're going to take out our repeaters. And then in between every single one of these blocks, we're going to put a repeater on 1-tick delay going all the way down to there. So in between every single one of these blocks, put a repeater going this way on 1-tick delay towards your first round. So what that's going to do is when the second round activates right here, it's also going to activate the first round. When the third round activates, it's going to activate the other 2 rounds behind it, so on, setting off more zombies to spawn every single round that starts anew. So then we're just going to take out our dispensers, and then off every single one of these blocks, we're going to put a dispenser. Unless you're doing it the other way, you can go ahead and do that. There we go. Now all we have to do is just add our zombies in, and you are completely done, guys. That is the entire multiple pulse generator or zombie wave system completed. You are completely done. So let's go ahead and take out some zombies. There we go. And we'll just fill in every single dispenser with some zombies. So I might speed up this part too. All right, guys, and I put every single zombie in. I also added lava just to kill the zombies off while it's working. It's just to show you that it's working. I don't want zombies running around while we're building this thing. So if I click this button, the first zombie should pop out of the first wave. Boop, there he goes into the lava and dies. So let's do the second one right here. Boop. So 2 zombies should spawn. There we go. 2 zombies spawned. 3 zombies spawned. All right, guys, and we are on the 9th round, so I'm going to click it right here, and it should reset everything for the 10th round of zombie. So click the button, all our zombies spawn, and it resets all the way back to the last one. All right, guys, so now I'm going to show you how to stack it up if you want to make like a player 1, player 2, player 3, or just easy, medium, and hard. So the easiest way to stack it, well, to realize how to stack it up, is just go right above this redstone dust off one of these monostable circuits, and right here is where our reset line is going to go. So right down here is our reset line. So right here is where our reset line is. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to speed through the video right here as we're building the second one as well, just to show you that, you know, you can easily stack it right above every single one of them. So here we go, guys. And there we go, guys. I put in the second wave right on top of it. So if we click this button just to make sure it's working, click here. There we go. There's the first zombie. 2 zombies. 3 zombies. Ooh, does that one have armor on? It's got like a little gold armor. And so on and so forth. So everything is working fine. So now all we have to do is just add it into a wave system of some sort. So we're gonna go ahead and do that right now. All right, so now I'm gonna show you how I set it up to make it so have a player 1, player 2, or easy, hard, medium, whatever you want to make it. So just come back over here to your model stable circuits with the sand blocks on them, and we're gonna come out 2 blocks from here. 1, 2, and up here as well. 1, 2. Delete this sand block here, delete this sand block right here, and put your sand block on the second block like that, with a normal piston facing inward towards it to push the sand block above it right here and right here like that. Next, what we're going to do is we don't have to do this on the first one. You only have to do this on waves after it. We're going to go ahead and put a block out 2 away from our second player, or medium size, and we're going to go ahead and put a sticky piston facing towards it like that. Then what we're going to do is come right underneath this piston right here, delete this block, and we're going to put a repeater going that way on 4 ticks delay, and put another one in front of that one on 4 ticks delay as well, with a block in front of it. Put a torch on top of it, block on top of the torch, torch on top of the block, block on top of the torch, and torch on top of the block. This will extend our stick piston out like so. Now what we're going to do is put in our buttons for our wave system. So I'm just going to go right here next to this lava like so. Obviously you could change it up to have it whichever way you want during your mini games. I already showed you how to build the pulse, well, the multiple pulse extender. So all you have to do is pretty much that. You are completely done. If you already know what you're going to do with this, then you are completely done. However, if you don't know how to set it up, so player 1, player 2, and have it set up in different ways and things like that, then we're just going to do that really quick right now. So right off where this block is, where the dust is, I'm just going to come out to let's just do it right off where the dispensers are. See where the dispensers are? So we're going to come out right here, and where you see that redstone dust is, come out 1 more away from it. See how it's 1 more away from it like that? And it's right off to the side of where our dispensers are. And we're going to come up 1 more block, and we're going to put a button right here. This is going to be our wave counter. So this is where we click the button to start up the new wave. So round 1, round 2, round 3, so on and so forth. So first thing we're going to start off by doing is putting a torch off the side of the block like that. And then we're going to come on down underneath the torch with redstone dust, put a block next to the redstone dust, and then put a torch going this way like so. Then going into this block with the redstone dust, we're going to put a repeater like that, put a block behind the repeater with redstone dust coming out of that torch like that. And we're going to have to do the same thing here, except we won't have the torch looking like this. So right off this block up here, we're just going to come underneath it, come out 3 blocks, 1, 2, 3, put a repeater going into the redstone dust, block behind the repeater, and then dust behind the block like that. And then what we have to do is just bring the signal from here up to here. So we just put a block on top of the torch, a torch on top of the block, a block on top of the torch, and then just bring your redstone dust over here like that. So now we could pretty much activate both wave systems from here. See how both pistons extended, that one extended, and that one extended when I clicked this button. Beautiful. So that means we have player 1 and player 2 put in, or we have easy and medium put in. Now we just have to set it up so we have our easy and medium button as well. So let's come back over here, and we're gonna come out 2 more like this, 1, 2, 1, 2, and we're gonna put 2 buttons right here. So this one could be easy and this one can be medium. So now all we have to do is just press this button and have it hooked up to over here where this piston is. So literally all we have to do is just come out behind it like this and put repeaters 1, 2 like that. So we're gonna do the easy button first. The easy button's the middle one right here. So we're gonna bring our power from here, just go like this all the way down to right here where our piston is, and we're just gonna put redstone dust right along this like that. Beautiful. So now when I click this middle button right here, easy or 1 player should start up, and then this block up top here should be pulled to the side so you can no longer choose a setting. So click this button right here, that block will get pulled to the side, and this one will be put into place for player 1 to start playing the game. Now we just have to set it up so we have a medium sized one as well. So let's come over here to this button, and literally what we're gonna have to do is we're gonna have to have power going into the easy button and also going up here as well. So all I did with this one is just put a block in front of it. So now this power is activating the first one here, and then it's also gonna have to be activating this top one up here. So just put a torch on top of the block, a block on top of the torch, a torch on top of the block, and we just got to bring power over to this piston right here. So I just came out like this, come out 1 more from over here, and bring it all the way down like that, and then just put redstone dust going all the way to the end. So there we go. Now we have 2 players activated or have a medium button. So when I click this button right here, both pistons will push the sand blocks over, thus activating 2 players, or medium. Now you're probably saying, well, FedEx, what happens if I want to add a 3rd player in? Well, it's very easy to just keep adding players in. All you have to do is the same thing, just do the same motion right here to every single one of these pistons. And then when you're adding another person in, when you're adding another player in, like this, if let's say you want to add a 3rd player in, or you want to have a hard function or a very hard function, all you have to do is make sure this button activates these 2 buttons and its own button up here. So pretty much all I did with the 3rd one was you just come out block, put a repeater going this way with a block in front of it, and then bring the dust going this way like that. So now the 3rd player will activate the 1st one and the 3rd one, and then we just bring the power up like this, like that. And then we put another one right here. So now the 3rd one's activating the 1st and 2nd one. And then literally all you do is come up 2 more like this. And then you could add a 3rd player or a hard function in to your build like that. And then if you want to add a 4th one in, just do the same thing again. You just have to make sure it's activating every other button as well. So all you'd have to do is just put a repeater here and put some more redstone dust like this. So now the 4th player is activating all the 1st and the 4th, and then you bring it up to activate that one, and then you bring it up to activate that one, so on and so forth. And there you guys go. That is how you build my zombie wave spawner. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe to stay tuned with my newest videos. And did I put zombies in here? Okay, so let's just test it out before I actually leave, because we actually didn't test out the 2nd player function. So we're gonna click this one right here. It will activate our 2nd player function. So when we click this button, 2 zombies should spawn. Boop, there we go. Then 4 zombies should spawn. And then 6 zombies should spawn. So there you guys have it. I already gave you my whole little outro and all that stuff. So I'll see you guys in the next episode. Peace!